Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever time you're watching this. I'm DiDi, and thank you for joining me for Flosstube number 17. So, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're returning, you know I'm doing my birthday fragranza. I'm gonna do, it's my birthday month. I celebrate my birthday the 10th of June. And coincidentally, I also planned 10 starts for this month. And I got the number of starts from the goals I met for all my whips going into this year. So I had 10 goals met. Yeah, so I've got 10 new starts, and my birthday was on the 10th. I turned 34. And I think I had the best birthday party ever because I was invited by my sister to celebrate my birthday at a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, which was fantastic, really nice. And then I had some lunch and dinner and stuff. And I did some birthday shopping for myself. I like birthday shopping. So we have some haul. We have, I believe, 7 new starts by now because it's June 18th. I've got 3 more planned for this month, and it's been great. So if you do not already realize this, I'm gonna talk about cross stitch. Yeah, we're gonna talk about cross stitch and a little bit of life updates, which I already told you. Not all. I'm in a new position for 3 months as part of my training to become a GP, and it is so boring. My mind is shutting down. It is horrible. So stitching is a good way to keep going. But let's get into my starts. I already finished 2 projects, so those will be finishes, but I'm just going to go through them the way I started it. Let's start with the first one. Where do we have it? This is Klein Paradise. It's a pattern by Joke Trebbe-de-Nijs. She's a Dutch designer. She also dyes her own floss, which is called Paradise threads, but then in Dutch. And I started this project, and this is how far I've gotten. And I really like it. Paradise threads, they are single-stranded, and I would have preferred my thread to be a bit thicker for, I believe this is 28 count linen. I would have liked it to be a bit thicker, but I think it would, she has multiple thicknesses. I think I would have liked it better on a 32 count, but yeah, it does have some awesome variegation. Looks very pretty. It's blowing out a bit, but there we go. It is pinks to oranges, reds, pinks, oranges. It's very nice variegation. It is a bit darker in person than it's showing up over here. So I'm almost done with this one. I do need to go a bit more over there and then finish the bottom part. But it's looking cute, and it stitches up very nicely. The pattern is very simple, just 1 page, and because it's all one color, it is just dots on the page, which is a bit hard, but it's okay. It's okay, I manage. and I think I can get that finished maybe this year. Maybe I'll take it on my vacation, don't know, still need to plan that. Vacation, I'm gonna leave for the Azores in a little more over a week, next Sunday, for a week. So my next Flosstube will be 2 to 3 weeks from now, at least, most likely more than 2 weeks, because I'll still be on holiday when I'm supposed to film the next one. Oh well. Then I've got one of my kits that I started. I started this Christmas deer. It was a kit part of the Cross Stitcher magazine. This was October 2020. It's supposed to be an ornament. I haven't done that yet, but I finished it. And I do have all the supplies to make it into an ornament. I really just wanted to get all my kits out of the way because I've got so many kits. I just want to stitch normal patterns, but I do feel like I need to stitch up all of those. So finish number 1 and start number 2. Start number 3 was my Rovaris, I called it Hearts. It doesn't have a name, Italian design, and it is glaring very much, but there are 3 hearts there. I need to do it like this, otherwise the glare is horrible, horrible. I'm stitching this on cheese linen. I counted it out. It's a 37, I think, 37 count. It's a bit tighter than a 36. But I'm stitching this with 1/2 DMC 115, and this is the least I've done on one of the projects. I didn't really get much time those days, but it is looking pretty. There's good variegation in there, and I'm just on the first. They're repeating bands in all 3 hearts going down, and at first you're working with positive space, then you're going to go half negative, half positive, and then it's all negative space, so the design continues. So I really like it. It's looking pretty. And yeah, it's an easy stitch, which is also a contender to go with me on holidays because not a lot of thread. Alright, then I've got start number 4, which is Pineberry Lane, Mary Edmondson, 1812. This is my first leather cloth leather sampler. It's stitched on a 36 count, I think 36 count flax, and I'm stitching it with the DMCs 1/2, and this went pretty fast. This is the width of my Q-snap, so I do need to finish it up to there. There's still a couple of letters missing, but it's going pretty fast. I like stitching this. I do not know why. It's like each time you get one of those lines done, it's a little finish. The reds do not pop as much as on the, there we go, as on the pattern. Those reds are real bright. Mine are a bit more muted, more to the pinks and salmons, but I like it in this case. It's pretty, it's looking prim, so I'm okay with that. and it stitches up fast. And usually I do not like stitching one thread of DMC over 36 count, but somehow this feels also a bit tighter than the other ones I'd had. And I think because it looks prim and it gives the antique feeling, I'm okay with stitching it 1 over 2 for this project. Then I'm gonna go to my second finish and fourth. Need to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth start, which was also in a cross stitcher. This is a Christmas brooch, tinsel tree it's called, and it was part of cross stitcher number October 2021. There we go, I finished it. And it would be nice if we focus. It would be nice. No, we're not gonna focus. It's teeny, it has beads, it has bells. And I'm definitely gonna turn it into a brooch to fit a Christmas sweater. It's just a quick and fun, easy stitch, and this is done on a 14 count plastic Aida. So it was pretty hard to get used to stitching on this. Especially going from a 36 to a 14 to a 36 to, yeah, it took a little bit of time to get my mind wrapped around that. Especially since my 6th start, I'm doing on 40 count. I'm stitching the Coffee Quakers by Heartstring Samplery on 40 count Vintage Country Mocha. You all know the design. Please. There we go. First I drink the coffee, then I do the things. Oh man, and I've made so many errors in this, I have no idea how. Well, I do know how. The first motif I started, I finished it and then realized that I made an error right at the beginning. So everything's just 1 or 2 stitches off. So what I'm doing right now is that I kind of looked and started gridding everything of the things that were right, and then for one thing I missed a stitch in the same direction again. So some things are a bit closer than they were supposed to be, but I'm just gonna continue and we're gonna see where we'll end up with. I'm stitching this with the called for fancy flosses, mostly Gentle Arts, Classic Colorworks and some Weeks. And let's get to the stitching. Let's show you the floss. So these are the Floss Colors, and some of these colors are pretty close, like these two, just a shade off, but it's browns and reds and a green, which is so blown out. Oh well, it's grasshopper, so it's pretty green. It's actually green. I have no idea what my lighting is doing. Maybe I can fix it. Let me take a look. If I do it like this, yes, much better. So green, browns, gray, and these two colors and the palomino, those are pretty close. And somehow they also appear on the same, around the same area of the pattern, and I made some amazing progress on this. for my first time stitching on 40 counts, and I didn't iron it because I worked on it till yesterday. This is how far I've gotten. So I made an error, there we go, in this one, and I counted this one off right, and I counted that one right, but then the large flower down there, it is 3 stitches too much to the right. So I'm starting on the basket down here. I pulled it in closer. I've got space for the bottom motif, so I pulled it in closer to not get stuck with I need to, because this is too far over there and there's a large flower there, so I need to get some space for the bottom part of the flower. Yeah, but it is almost a quarter. Let's look at the image again. A fifth? Don't know. And I'm using, there are 3 letters in there. The D and the R already there. The D is not for DiDi. DiDi is not my real name. DiDi is actually a derivative of a nickname I use for gaming, which has 2 D's. And my real name starts with an R, ends with an S. So it's going to be DRS, which could translate to doctor with my real name. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to say that. And it's also, DRS is also my title. As I finished med school, I got a title which I never use, but somehow it's pretty cool to have your title be the same as your working title with your real name. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And there's also a space for some a year. I might do 2012. It's the year I finished med school. I also could go with 88 because it's my birthday and coffee runs through my blood. But yeah, I've got the first and also same thing, end of the Q-snap. I use a pretty small Q-snap. I really enjoy stitching in the smaller Q-snap, but it means that sometimes you have to replace it a couple of times. I do not really mind that. But yeah, that was my last start, which I do enjoy, but I'm not going to take with me on vacation since it's 40 count. It's going fast right now because I'm used to it. As I've worked on every project either till it was finished or 3 days. So I'm a bit ahead of schedule because the 2 kids took a little less than I planned on. The coffee Quakers are living in my Books Art Liberty sleeve. When in doubt, go to the library. Huge Harry Potter fan. So yeah, that was all my stitching for the last 18 days. Yeah, 18 days till the 1st of June. No, I didn't work on anything special, I believe. Maybe I worked on some of my of one of my other projects. I have no idea. Then birthday shopping. Actually, I've got 2 gifts. I tend not to ask for birthday presents. Personal preference. I enjoy it much more just to have dinner with my family and that I can pick the restaurant. I'm a big foodie, love food. So, but I don't have a printer. And you've seen me stitch on Visit Hogsmeade, pattern by Country Magic Stitch, and she has already had the Hogwarts Express, but there were 2 more Harry Potter patterns. So I got those. This is Welcome to Hogwarts School and Diagon Alley. Already, when I got the first 2 patterns, there was only one, only the Hogwarts School that I didn't have, so already have the fabric for this one. I'm stitching these on 32 count antique ivory, 2/1 in the DMCs. So I need to get a bit more of that, but yes, there's a whole lot of blue. A whole lot of blue. What I do enjoy about these patterns, and I need to get the right page for this, is when you get your thread piece, it tells you how many meters you need. So it's quite easy to kit up and get ready to go. Some come from stash. Last time I needed to buy like a gazillion DMCs. It was my largest. I think I ordered around 60 skeins of DMC from Italy. Yeah, in Italy they were 35 cents cheaper a skein. And if you need a lot, it's gonna really help. So I'm very happy my mom gave me these. Yeah, I'm just a huge Harry Potter fan, so I'm really looking forward to starting one of these, but first I'm gonna finish Visit Hogsmeade. I can start the Hogwarts Express one because I've got it completely kitted. These I just need a little time to get my flosses in. I did also order some overdyed threads to finish getting up some of the projects I got previously stuff for, and I got myself a deal. You all know I love secondhand shopping, so I go to the Dutch eBay, and there was a store owner who has to close her shop, unfortunately, and she was selling Gloriana silks. So I got these 28 pieces of Gloriana silks. I've got the 103s. I've got 3 of those, I believe, and the regular ones. Some I've got multiples of. So this pink one I've got 3, I believe. I've got 3 of this green. It's green gray. So yeah, and I paid less than half price. They're normally €4 a skein. I paid, I believe, $1.70 a skein. And I saw it and I thought, well, she needs to sell it. And I really loved the blues in there. I'm not really a pink person, but I'm sure I can find a way to use it. But yeah, I wasn't gonna go and let this pass me by. So now I've got my personal stash of silks. I don't really have a lot of silks. I've got some from XOXO Design, and I believe I've got some from Barbara Creations, but they were all half skeins, and Gloriana's are full skeins, and I believe it's 12 threads and 3 yards, I believe, something like that. So yeah, getting all these silks for pretty cheap was a good thing. Alright, then I found myself some patterns. Let's see, because I found some limited edition out of print ones. I'll show you those, because then I really, I don't know how I got that lucky, but I found ink circles hanky pisanky. I really just enjoyed it. I love the colors, and it's charted ink carries threads which are impossible to get, so I might kit it up with DMC, and I'm gonna do it on most likely a 36 count black, but I've never stitched on black, so it could be that I'm gonna go with the 32 count. Yeah, just gorgeous pattern. Then I found this ink circles Octopus Garden. It was from the same seller, and it's an ink circles, and I really enjoy ink circles. I haven't stitched one, but I love the patterns, so I got that one. Then he was also selling, these are all secondhand, so there are marks on it. I believe there's some that's written on the floss list, luckily not the pattern. This Rosewood Manor, the garden flowers, yeah, lovely flowers. Love Rosewood Manor as well, so got that one. And I also found Birds of a Feather by Rosewood Manor, which was also cute. You can see I'm okay with that. I don't use, when I stitch, I use the paper pattern. I do not write on my patterns. That's a no-go for me. But these patterns are supposed to be used, so if there's something crinkly on it or bent, or I'm okay. I'm definitely okay with that. Let's see, because I'm missing some. Yes, there we go. I picked up 3 Shakespeare spattlers actually. So this is Jenny Bean's Servant sampler. I picked up the Friendship sampler. Jenny Bean's is pretty hard to get if you want a paper pattern in the Netherlands. I paid €6 a piece. And then, and I can't believe I got this, but I got the Jenny Bean's Halloween sampler with the limited edition Gentle Art sampler threads pack. So I've got, it was designed in these limited editions. I got these limited editions. Let's take them out. And she was the writer, so she actually written down all kind of stuff on there, which is quite alright, because it all says limited edition, and she just wrote down which number. or which name it has. So yeah, and she also wrote down the closest to the normal normal line of Gentle Arts. But these are the threads and a skein of Gentle Arts, around €2.50, €3 a piece in the Netherlands. So I've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 threads plus the pattern for €15. Yeah, the moment I saw it, I jumped on it. So I'm definitely gonna find some fabric to stitch that on because I've got the flosses. But I can't believe I got so lucky. And I feel kind of bad about it because with these flosses, limited edition flosses, and the pattern, I know it's worth a lot more. Especially since I also picked up this out of print Blackbird's design book. Thank you, Sarah Tobias, which has some pretty designs. I really love this. It looks so nice. And can I show you? I'll turn it like this. It's all written down in Dutch, and I believe this is in pencil, so I can get it out. But she also wrote down the amount of skeins you need to finish it. Not for everything, especially the one I really love. I really enjoy this one. I think these gray colors, grays and browns, so pretty. So yeah, I picked up this one. Also €15. And I started really to feel bad when I picked up these two, the primitive needle patterns. So this one's upside down. Let's get it out. Oh, and both of these include the fabric. So I've got the linen for both pieces, and I paid €15 a pattern for the severely out of print unicorn patterns. I can't believe I got this lucky. This is Cod Girls. It's old and it isn't that focused in real life. But it says Cod Girls, they have no combs, they comb their hair with codfish bones. And it came with this serged piece of linen. Looking at it, it's a 32. I think it's a 32. I ordered, because it's just white, I ordered some fabric dye sampler packs, so I might try and dye this to get something I like better, or I might even go to a smaller count. And let's get the other one out. Because I also got the ABC Hornbook. And I almost fell over when I saw what price people asked for this on eBay. Guys, it goes for almost $200 on eBay. It's an ABC Hornbook. It's a pretty large pattern. It is 186 by 371 on 40 counts, done in all Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Art. And she also gave me a piece of fabric for this one, also a neutral, and it is huge. The only problem is it's most likely gonna fit, but guys, it is a blanket and it looks to be 32 or 36 count. No, yeah, I would need to count it out, but also I might not want to do it on just a plain fabric. I'm not gonna start this one soon anyway, because it's gonna need so many specialty flosses, and I bought a bit too much. It's gonna be 40 to 68, including the 7 centimeters border. Yes, she wrote it down, and she marked off that she got the threads for it. Sadly enough, she didn't sell the threads, otherwise I would have bought the entire package. So I'm gonna do some recalculations and see, but yeah, guys. The moment I saw the primitive needle pop up, I didn't look at the pattern, I just bought it, because chances of me finding any per slim, finding any at a reasonable price for slim, finding any for absolutely cheap, because this piece of fabric is almost what I paid for the entire package. Yeah, so it's, yeah, it was a out of print package, limited edition package, and then the post office started going crazy, and all I was thinking was like, oh my god, there's a pattern in there, I really need it, I really need it. The issue didn't resolve itself, because my next order and my last, sorry, I know it's a lot, but I like Twin Peaks Primitives, they're Dutch, we need to support the Dutchies, and I like Zoet Idee, which is a designer slash store in the Netherlands, and on Facebook I saw she had a limited edition kit, which comes in this lovely bag. So I've got a project bag for it. It is the Garden Sampler, Needlewalker's Garden Sampler by Twin Peaks Primitives, and this is what it's gonna look like. So it's lots of grays and browns and a bit blue, so a pattern, and it's also pretty big because it's 260 by 184. Apparently, because when I see those stitch counts, I tend to go to a smaller count of fabric. They skidded it up with 28 count sands, and it came like this. By Zweigart, so a neutral, which looks like huge fabric compared to the 40 count I've been stitching on. I also got these to put my cup on, 2 of those. I got myself a floss ring. I got these floss drops. Only thing is it's stitched in DMC and I bobbinate my DMC. And these are all the flosses I need. So a lot of 310 and blanc, 317 and some browns and salmons. I especially love 317 because it's this bluish gray. Really like it. And it was a limited edition. There were only 2 left, so I had to jump on. Yeah. And there's a project bag, and it was my birthday. Do I need any more excuses? Nah. Am I gonna buy anything new? Well, only if I find another deal on the Dutch eBay. Then I'm gonna definitely jump onto it. I'm gonna see how to store this because I don't keep bags with my patterns, and I'm not gonna start it anytime soon. So I might just get everything, put it in there, and put the pattern where I keep the patterns. So yeah, we're just gonna prep that because otherwise my brain is gonna go haywire. It's gonna be 34 degrees today, and apparently I thought it would be a good idea to join a team building exercise from a personal trainer. It starts at 2:30 in the afternoon, and I saw what we're supposed to be doing. Guys, I'm gonna die. So if you don't see any Flosstube, most likely I'm not dead yet. I'm on holiday. Let's hope everything goes as planned. But it's, guys, it's like I need to do 200 air squats followed by 150 over the box, step up, step down. I need to run holding 6 kilos. I do not run. So I'm really, oh, I don't want to go. I do not want to go. Yeah, no. It's gonna be horrible. Most likely fun, but horrible. And the chances of me turning up red are pretty big. So I need to start putting on sunscreen like constantly because I'm gonna burn like crazy. Oh well. I still have some time left because it's early in the morning. It's 10 a.m. Yeah. Apparently I wake up around 6:30 in the morning now on a Saturday. Yeah, no. It does leave some good time for filming and then stitching because I'm gonna start on a couple of things. The last starts for my birthday organza. I'm gonna start Compagnie du Mouton by Jardin Privé. And I decided I was gonna stitch it on 28 count since I've got some 28 count left over, and I just want to get this pattern, that fabric out of my stash. I do not really enjoy stitching 28 count anymore. I went from 14 count Aida to 40 count linen in about a year and a half of stitching, with periods that I didn't stitch at all. And I find 28 counts, it's too open. So I'm just gonna use that. It's also platinum. I was gonna stitch it on a 36 count platinum. Oh, 32 count platinum. Now I'm gonna stitch it on a 28 count. So I'll be stitching on a 28 count. It's gonna fit. It was a leftover piece from my Madame Chantilly Christmas Owls piece. That's good. And then I need to do, what do I need to do? 2 more kits from the cross stitcher. I'm gonna do Salute the Season. I swear I don't just only have Christmas packs from the cross stitcher. It looks like it because I'm also gonna start this angel. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. Those are my 3 starts. For the rest of the month, and then I'm just gonna pick something to take with me on my vacation. What it's gonna be, I have no idea, don't know yet. We'll see, we'll see. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit like or subscribe if you haven't already. I will be back with most likely more haul, because each time I see a pattern that looks pretty and is cheap, I'll buy it. And some stitching. There's also going to be some stitching. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. I am trying to be a good girl and react to them. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you in my next Flosstube. Houdoe!